It's a whole lot going on in America right now. A whole lot. Presidential race. Rappers dying left and right. Mass killings. Raping of children. It's a whole lot going on in America. I could go on and on about what's going on. It's almost better to talk about what's not going on in America. But this latest shooting at the schools, it just another sad, tragic event. Now, I already know that the conservatives are going to blame the Democrats for this, just like they blame Sonia Massey killing on the Democrats. The conservatives always going to take the low road and use anything as ammunition against the Democrats. But these mass killings have been going on for a long time now. It's not dependent on a party or election season and all this. Mass killing happens anytime, anywhere. But there's a large population of people who want something done to curb, to try to eliminate these killings at schools and other places. And there's a large number of people who don't want anything to be done. Lots and lots of people want laws, stricter gun laws. They want more laws to be passed, limiting and restricting gun rights. Now, the conservatives love, the Democrats gonna take your guns. The Democrats want your guns. The Democrats want to take your freedom. The Democrats want to do this. The Democrats want to do that. I have never heard a Democrat say they want to take away your guns. I'm just telling the truth. I have never heard that. What I have heard is Democrats want to pass more laws for like tougher background checks and limiting certain firearms for people, stuff like that. Of course, those on the opposite side, the gun rights people and the gun right lobbyists and all these folks, of course they're going to say that they want your guns. That's fear mongering. They're going to say that they want your gun. That's what they say. That's the bottom line. They want your guns. The NRA played a major role in this. Well, if they start there, they're just the first steps. The next step's gonna be to take away your gun right. Why is America so hung up on guns? I'm not against guns. I'm an outdoorsman myself. I feel like guns have their place, but we are a society in a country that are overly dependent on guns. We want to walk around the United States with machine guns. We want laws that allow us to walk around with all sorts of, and that's all people see it. Guns, guns. Guns is not the answer to your problems. I really don't have a problem with people carrying guns for personal protection. Guns in home. I use guns just to hunt. I had never carried a firearm for personal protection. I feel like if something gonna happen to you, ain't no firearm gonna save you. If it's time for something to happen to you or whatnot, I really can't depend on a weapon to save my life. Oftentimes, a gun becomes the downfall. You know, I feel like people should have guns. Yeah, in their home, they want guns to protect their homes and stuff like that. But everybody want to walk around society with guns on them, like, and they want to play the police, which, we're gun happy. In this latest incident, it's a clear picture into what's going on in this country. I'm just going to tell the truth. Majority of white people in this country, they take pride in training their children how to shoot and handle guns at an early age. They First Amendment, whatever Second Amendment rights, they overdo it. The right to bear arms. Okay, that's right. But they overdo it in most instances. I see them, they start turning out hunting at 5, 6 years old. Out there in a deer stand, supposedly shooting a big old rifle that they can't even hold. They train them children to shoot all year round. They putting that stuff in them kids at an early age. Most black people that like to hunt and stuff like that, when I grew up, most black people don't start their children to handling guns until they in their teens. Take you out there, shoot some squirrels, shoot some rabbit. When hunt season over, we tend to put our guns away. White folk shoot guns year round. They live by the gun. A lot of them that have safes in their gun safes in their house. The children got access to the gun safe if they got them, if they have them. A lot of people don't have safe. They just put rifles and stuff in the closet or over behind the couch. The majority of white society, they just let their children have access to everything. This is what they breathing. This is what they breathe. I understand that they don't lock the father up because he's responsible, partly responsible, really responsible for what happened. The government need to look into this too, because what I just said about them training their children to hunt. 5 years old, 6 years old, out there in the deer stand trying to shoot a gun. They start training them at an early age, and this stuff continue. Shooting deers and stuff. After a while, they get boring. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. They get boring. They wanna go out there and shoot something. This is what they're breeding in a lot of these kids. Shooting is exciting for them. Oftentimes, a lot of black kids would probably take a gun to school, but they never use it. Just take it and show it off. I was in school with some boys who got suspended, expelled from school from bringing a pistol. They didn't use it. You just showing it off. Didn't have no intention of using it. I took a knife to school one time. Elementary. My stepdaddy had a knife, pocket knife. Nice pocket knife. I stole it and took it to school. Was showing it off. Kid told the teacher, sent me to the principal office. The principal came and got it. He didn't say nothing. He just took it from me. I wanted to go and ask him for it back at the end of the day, but I know I couldn't. Didn't have no intention of using it. Just wanted to show it off. These people train their children differently. You got to be careful how you train your children. You train them to handle guns all their life, starting at age 5 or 6 years old. What you think they gonna do? You train them out there in the backyard, out there at the hunting camp, shooting targets, all that stuff get into their mind. But the truth of the matter, white society take that stuff to the extreme. They breed. This is what they breed. I dare anybody tell me take away my guns. I dare anybody try to carry my right to guns. We operate by the law. The laws. Y'all want to be renegades. You can bear arms. You got the right to bear arms, but they want to go everywhere. Places have no concealed weapon sign. Public places, they tell you not to bring, and they still bring them up in there. They still wear them and be looking. That's why a lot of people done got killed, falling victim to road rage, because people toting guns and go out there and start something. That young white lady in Atlanta killed that black man after he had a little fender bender, I think they said he was trying to get to the hospital. She chased him down. She took it upon herself to chase him down. And when he got in the car, she drew her gun. She killed the man. Then tried to act in self-defense. But rest assured, the GOP gonna put that on the Democrats. The Democrats ain't got nothing to do with that. It just did bad timing. I mean, it shouldn't happen, but it just so close to the election. It seemed, it'd be easy. The Democrats got this. It just happened. Another one can happen next week, tomorrow. Don't nobody know when they gonna happen. But, and I seen a comment last night, well, we don't need more laws. We need more prayer. Well, if that's the position you're going to take, we might well do away with all the laws of the land and just depend on prayer to keep us safe. This is what the Democrats are pushing for. Stricter background checks. This is a prime example right here. I think they said this young boy had an incident a few years ago. How the school wasn't alerted to him, I don't know. His father covered for him. I think we had another incident a few years ago where some parents got in trouble. Now this happened, about 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago now, if I remember right. Some parents got in trouble because of what this boy did. I think it had something to do with a mass shooting. Covering for him. Bought the boy a gun. Lied to the feds, say he didn't have no gun. He in hot water now. It ain't worth it. It's not worth it. He knew his son was a threat. He knew his son had issues. He aided him in what he did. Now the mom could have played a part, but I put most of the blame on the father. I got 4 boys at home. 2 of them gone. 2 of them grown now. All of them in high school. They don't really know nothing about no guns. They don't really know nothing about it. It's a time and place for white. I'm just telling the truth. I love white people. Just tell you, they spend all their time training their children how to shoot guns. It's good in a way, but you can overdo it. This is the stuff you breed. And they don't want no laws restricting them on anything. I got a right to bear arms. I got a right to do this. When it comes to gun, when it comes to gun rights and law, they feel like they shouldn't have no laws, no restrictions. Yes, we need gun reform. I'm telling people that adding more laws and doing this won't help. That's a lie. We have too many gun and knife shows in this country. You go out across Arkansas and the southern states, they have a gun and knife show like every other weekend, all across the states. And you know some loopholes and illegal activity be going on at them gun and knife shows. I think Obama wanted to pass a law, or he did pass some type of law restricting some of that stuff at the gun and knife. They need to do away with a lot of these gun and knife shows.